Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Just Mish. I am Mish. And usually this show is just me by myself, but this week I have my best friend in the whole entire world. You know what? I was thinking, I was like, the first podcast I ever had was with you
That is true.
called Wine
I,
Rants.
I rant. Yes, we
That
were
was
ranting
a good
while drinking wine when we were in our youth still.
time. Oh, were we? We had to be like 25.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, probably like 25, 26.
Yeah. We were
Yeah,
bad. But
baby.
I would like to introduce the world to my oldest friend, and I mean like the oldest in life, not like oldest, but she's like my first friend I ever had. Carly Cooper.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. I'm so excited to have you on here and for this topic specifically. So
Thank you for
I was
having
like,
me.
of course. Thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for being my best friend. I wish I knew what we were talking about on that episode of Wine and Rents because I would love at some point you're gonna have to tell the people the vacation story.
Oh God. I won't say his name, but that man tried to sell me a vacation on a date. So that was low.
Carly has, y'all, Carly has some of the funniest dating stories, actually. And I always be like, how do you get caught up in this?
I don't know. They're honestly very tragic.
I don't know.
But I'm going to keep trying.
We're gonna do another episode one of these days about dating. But you know what? But we can actually
Drama.
think about it because today I wanted to discuss the controversial. No, it's not controversial at all because it's just how we are. But the topic of being plus size.
Yeah.
So, because as long as I have been alive, I have been plus size, basically. And other than when I first was a baby. Uh,
Wow. All right. Here we go. That is a wild statement.
But no, Carly is one of the first people to really like encourage my plus sizeness. I remember when I didn't want to wear a crop top, and Carly was like, "Why wouldn't you?" And I was like, "Because, like, I
People might be able to see my body that they cannot see.
just really, like being, I guess, conservative or trying to be. This is very, very fake conservative." Uh,
Yeah.
I I said they can see the small of my back, but that's
He said, but the thighs, seeing the thighs is just fine.
oh man, I didn't used to wear shorts or like short skirts. Well, I used to bust out a mean skirt every now and then when we
Listen, oh, you're speaking to my heart. I love score. Actually, and I don't know if that's acceptable or not, but when I was teaching a couple years ago, I had two khaki skirts that I loved wearing, especially in the summertime. And if laundry got a little tricky, I wore them in the winter with a pair of stockings and an ankle boot. I love,
fashion.
yeah.
You were a a teacher of fashion, okay?
Oh, yeah. Trying to dress up a uniform. That was low.
Oh, a good time. Carly actually taught at the school that we went to. It's a
Yeah,
crazy
I
life.
did
It's a
for
crazy life.
5 years.
Yeah, and we were plus size at that school too. So,
We were, in fact, plus size.
yes. before plus size was a thing. But so I wanted to I wanted to open this up with a story. I don't know if you remember this or not. So we went to Hawaii
Yes.
a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
And Carly was taking so Carly also moonlights as a photographer.
From time to time.
So we were in Hawaii at the beach, and she and I, we were at the beach and we had on swimsuits and whatnot. And so she was taking pictures of me. And do you remember you were taking pictures and all of a sudden I heard somebody go, "Oh my gosh, you're so confident. I love that." Do you remember that? That
Yes,
one
I do.
with that black man
Yes, I do.
in the ocean?
Yeah.
And we both like stopped to look, and I was like, "Thanks."
Shut up. That is like so triggering and annoying because while you think that you're encouraging me, confident is code for you should not be comfortable
Exactly.
with your body. And I'm so happy for you, stranger, that you choose to be happy and be big or plus size or fat or whatever else. And it's wild. It's wild. Don't encourage me or compliment me on my confidence. It doesn't feel good.
No. And what's crazy is because we were in that traveling while plus size group.
Yeah.
And I put the whole interaction in there, and there were quite a few like differing opinions. Like some women were like, "Well, like don't take it as like a bad thing because some women don't have confidence," and I'm like,
people are not woke in the world of being big. Shut up.
like, no, ew. Because I'm like, how am I supposed to feel about that? Is that supposed to make me feel
empowered? You're like, I'm gonna take more pictures of my plus size body.
My confident plus size body. And no one is gonna stop me because this woman in the ocean, she knows me.
Yeah.
And my confidence just skyrocketed after she said
I did. I actually saw a change in your demeanor after you posed significantly better after she said that. Jesus Christ.
I want you to shut up.
All right. Will do.
I was gonna ask how you felt about it, but
I hated it.
It was so annoying.
I hated it.
And I think that was my first, I think it's the first time anybody had ever done that to me. At least like to my face. Like, have you ever had an experience like that?
Yeah, it was on a more personal level. Someone that I was kind of building a relationship with, and I was like, I know she didn't mean any harm.
Yeah.
But also like that's not a compliment to me.
Was the person plus size also?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I'll text you. I won't.
The dog shit out of them. Like, no.
Okay. Well, it was many years ago. You don't have to do that.
But it's so crazy to me how some people do think that that's like a compliment, and I don't understand why that would be a thing.
Yeah.
Because honestly, no matter what body shape you have, I think that anybody commenting on it in any way, it's just like not their business.
Yeah.
Like it's not for you to be like, oh, like I don't know, I just would never say that to anybody. But also, we have common sense, so
Well, that, and then not in that way, because I'm sure that it's not rooted in a place of negativity, but
yeah,
like sometimes people just don't think think things through, like with their
yeah.
work. Like
Yeah.
I don't think you understand the full effect that this might have on a person. So
And I just feel like there's so many other adjectives to use.
it's so
Just
many words.
Schoolhouse Rock, like get
Yeah.
it. So now I have also been in like one time I was in a setting with some men and a smaller woman, and like they were complimenting me. I'm like, oh, you're so thick, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. And the smaller girl was like, well, like, like, what does that mean for me? And I was like, I thought about that when thinking about this subject because I was like, people do have preferences, like
Yeah.
when it comes to dating. And I think one of the most obnoxious things that I've ever witnessed online is people acting like plus size people can't have a preference.
Yes. They said take what you can get, Biggie.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
But no, like for real.
No, for real. Like, well,
About,
you're big, so you need to stick to your big lane.
yeah, we saw it. I hate to like bring up some of those like silly podcasts, but do you remember? I think that was last year, in that, or maybe the year before last. She was just saying like bigger women like have low credit scores and they have
Oh
like,
my gosh. Yes.
yeah,
And it was being passed around between me and all my plus size friends. Like,
yeah,
what is this? And then, like, the notion that if you're bigger, that you'll like help niggas with money and stuff.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
And
Anybody can do that.
I don't understand because I'm like, actually, my money is my money.
Yeah,
And just because I'm big does not mean I'm not going to help you. I don't
yeah,
and I think that once again it's attributed to the confidence thing because it's like, well, they big, so they ain't got no confidence, so they just gonna do whatever to
yeah.
get
To
to
keep
get
it
a man.
in.
But some of y'all might think y'all got big people down pat, but y'all do not. Because let me tell you who loves a big woman. Let
A
me tell
gym,
you, a skinny man, and we're gonna go there.
a skinny man, a muscular man, a gym person.
One time when I was in high school, I was at the grocery store, and I'll
Lord.
never forget it. I was either in high school or like it was like the high school college years, whatever, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I was at the grocery store, and there was this woman, and she was a bigger woman, but she was so pretty. And I just kept looking at her because I was like, wow, like she's kind of gorgeous,
Yeah.
which is weird because I don't really be doing stuff like that. But but I was like, oh, she's so cute or whatever. She was really curvy, and she was behind me in line. And all I remember is that this firefighter hit the corner, and this man was fine as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And he was big. I only know he was a firefighter because he had on the little fire shirt. And I was
Yeah.
like, I wanted to be like, ma'am, just congratulations.
How'd you do it?
I know that you guys are having a lovely time at home. If I were you, I would just yeah, I love that for you. And Carly is actually one of the first people that was like, "Hey, have you ever like messed with a skinny man?" And I was like, No, actually, I haven't. Well, let me tell you all.
Okay.
If you haven't done it, I'm telling you.
There are no complaints here. You know my thoughts. I'm always like, it's science. Scientifically, it just makes sense.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't know what it just makes sense. The ratio, the proportions, the ease, if you
The
will.
mass,
The
the literal body mass, it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. And I
Yeah.
wanted to bring up this point. So there's this dating coach. His name is Anwar White.
Come on, Anwar.
I sent you this video a while ago. You might not remember though. But
Okay.
he was talking about the top 5 guys that love guys women.
Yes. Yeah.
I wanted to share that with you all because it's a life changer.
Okay.
But also, I was like, I can see that for every single one. So,
Yeah.
starting from number 5 was Gym Bros. And yeah.
Yeah.
hmm If you want to be a barbell, get to it.
Okay.
Number 4 was black guys, and I'm just gonna keep moving.
Like what?
Number 3 is guys that are 20 plus years older than you.
Yeah. Which used to hurt my heart as a younger person because I was like, wait, so no one my age? All right, well that's cool. Like people my age, that's a newer thing to me.
Yeah.
But they're still there. They'll always be there.
And you know what? I think that at this point, I would love to date it maybe like 10 years older than me. No.
No, because I always am like, the way life expectancy is set up, like I would like for us, I would hate to have to try to figure it out again because you decided to die. Annoying. So no. I think my limit at this point is like 5 years, give or take. But just 5 years, really. There is no give or take.
So if you did,
Yeah.
so you met a man that was 10 years older, would you be like, look, I'm sorry you're gonna die on me, so I cannot move forward with this? Or would
Well, obviously not. The heart wants what the heart wants. I'm just telling you my preferences. Disregard everything.
Funeral arrangements. I cannot do this.
I can't. I can't.
I didn't know that. That's you learn something new about your best friends every day. Because I would definitely 10 years. Ugh. All right.
All right.
Okay. So that was number 3. Number 2, guys that are half the size of you. And yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's science, like Carly said. And number 1, tall, skinny, or lanky gamers. See, now I have yet to step into the world of gaming. Have you?
No, we've had this conversation recently about the gamers and the anime people because I've heard things.
Now that anime, because the other day,
That's nuts.
because the other day on the Twitter, before all this Nicki and Meg stuff, there was
sorry.
You know
Nicki Minaj is mentally unwell. So.
Yeah, I mean, you know I love me some Meg, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna follow her lead, and
yeah,
we're gonna keep streaming his. It's actually really amazing. It has changed my life in a way that I did not expect. Just very like I don't give a damn what anybody gotta say about me.
Yeah,
Just very inspiring. I love Megan Thee. Shout out to her.
I haven't listened.
What?
That's not a surprise to you. You know, I take my time to get
It's
to the.
been like 3 days though.
And that is what I know. I've been more invested in reading tweets and things than listening to, but I'm going to soon.
Okay.
It'll be
Please,
very
so we can talk about it.
all right.
But you've probably heard the whole thing at this point through tweets. So
Tweets and
you probably done read the transcript.
yeah.
So but no, so I went to actually went to Comic-Con this year.
Yeah.
And it was some tenders there. I ain't gonna lie. And so maybe next year I'll be more prepared to welcome my future anime potential whoever in my life. But actually I couldn't imagine being with a gamer. Like somebody that watch anime, okay. But a gamer,
I feel like, well, I don't know. Do they not go hand in hand?
do they? Do you have to be a
I
gamer to
don't
watch
know.
anime?
Probably not. I'm sure it's separate because, yeah, I'm sure it's separate, but I don't know. I feel like as long as the person's not like super fixated, like as long as you're not gaming in a dark room constantly and you can come out the house and do things like
Mm-hmm.
balance.
You have to be a dark room.
No, that's just what I imagine that gamers do. But like with the what are those lights called that people put on the
The
ceiling?
LED lights.
And a nice gamer chair.
All we know about gaming, obviously, we've seen on the internet.
Literally all we know.
I feel like if my dude, like, okay, you play what's that game, Madden, or
Yeah.
I
feel like that.
I like to dabble in a little Tetris every now and then myself.
All right. I feel like Madden and games of that nature, that's a specific demographic that, yes, of course you would.
And that takes us back to number 4.
Was it tall, skinny dudes? Is that number 4?
No, number 4 was black guys.
Black guys. Listen, tall, skinny.
No, number 1 was tall, skinny, or lanky gamers. Number 2 was guys that half the size of you.
Okay.
Which I guess technically gamers fall into all 5 categories for real. But I don't know. I don't think gym bros are gamers. You can't be addicted to 2 things.
Why can't you?
I mean, you could, but it's rare.
Yeah.
If there's any gym bros out there who are also gamers, please feel free to text me on my personal line.
Same. Put my
email
address in the details of it.
You can find them at MishaLProductions.com.
That's wild.
No, seriously, because we're single.
Yeah. You know what? We're doing the work. We ate the grapes under the table. And we're doing the work.
We ate the grapes under the table on New Year's. We had a very waiting to exhale New Year's.
So fun.
It was amazing. I implore you to spend New Year's at the house with your best friends. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Get a good old time.
Yeah. And just simple. I love a good, like, simple, the day started off like this and it ended like amazing. Those are my favorites. You can't replace days like that.
No. Because so it was Carly's best friend Afton's Carly's best friend Afton's birthday.
Yes.
Because her birthday is the 1st.
Yeah, she's a New Year's baby.
Yeah, she's a New Year's baby. So but I don't even remember the morning. It
I
was a slow morning, wasn't it?
feel like we just hung out at the house. Maybe I was probably at my mom's house helping out because
Oh yeah.
that wasn't too long after her surgery. And then I
Yeah.
feel like I came back to the house and got you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I was doing nothing. I was asleep.
You slept a lot.
I was asleep, and then we were just like, "Hey, what do we do?" Oh, we went to that Renaissance festival.
No, you were just mixing up days. We had gone to the Renaissance Festival the day before. It was horrible. So the next day,
Well, I'm just saying the wrong name. I called them
oh,
both Renaissance
Enchantment.
festivals. Oh, was that not a Renaissance festival? What was that?
One was the Renaissance Festival, and then the other day we went to Enchantment.
Yeah, which was what was that?
Enchantment was the second thing that was really, really nice and at the
Yeah, but
Speedway.
like, what was it? Like, what was?
Like a Christmas light extravaganza.
That's a good. Yeah, okay, yes. Because I kept telling people I went to back Renaissance festivals.
Not true at all. Also, that Renaissance Festival was really bad. I
It
ended
was
up
really bad.
cash apping Jada and asking because I wanted to apologize for it.
Marley paid them back for going because she invited them, and I just was like, "Why are you so freaking nice?"
Because it was
You know what,
getting
Carly? One thing that I love about you, which I was gonna bring up, because a lot of times, even being plus size, but for anybody, just being single and really trying to mingle and be outside, because I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, but this is just a personal thing, because I know at some point when I started gaining weight, I started feeling like, oh, like, this is an issue, and um basically like nobody's gonna want me. And my my older sister was like, girl, she was like, all this gonna happen. Remember I told you that? She was like, all that's gonna happen is when when you're smaller, the guys that like smaller girls are gonna like you, and when you're bigger, guys who like bigger girls are gonna like you, and that's just what it is. So,
yeah.
I forgot my point. Oh yeah, so
We're on a journey.
but like moving to California, that was something I had to kind of like, I guess well, I'm still trying to like get outside and do things or whatever, because the preference is not plus size here. Let me tell you that. We are
Yeah.
from the Midwest by way of the South. And I don't think I've ever had experiences like I do here. I don't necessarily have an issue like being plus size. It's just obviously like you can see what men prefer. Like they're
Yeah.
not gonna say, because why would they?
Your audience.
Yeah, but like sometimes I'd be like, man, if I was in the South.
It was up in New Orleans. I was like, I never get this kind of reaction or whatever interaction like in Kansas City. It's not a thing, but
Yeah.
if when I'm traveling in the South in particular, like, yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
I do.
Men are but I've never been to New Orleans.
Oh my God, it's a beautiful place. I love New Orleans. DeAndrea is from there.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and I've been a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times actually. We went for Lauren's birthday.
Oh
When he
yeah.
fabulous time.
Look,
And
you said what?
I said the Queen Diva is from there.
Yeah. Frida! You already know we love Frida.
Love Frida.
She's amazing. And isn't today her birthday? It was today or yesterday or something, I think. I'm pretty sure
It's John's birthday. That doesn't have anything to do with Big Frida though.
I don't know. But my point there was circling back. I just think that it's all a matter of putting yourself out there. Now, do I know how many times you have to do it? No. But Carly is an expert on being outside.
Listen, I don't know. Sometimes I feel I'm outside, but in a very particular way. Like there are rules to me being outside because while I feel in my head most of the time that I'm an expert of doing life alone,
Mm-hmm.
there are some things that I am unwilling to do by myself. But I'm starting to, Jim, please. I'm starting to.
You're not doing life alone. You're doing it with Jim.
He's very problematic. He just took a handful of press on nails and started to chew them. He took them off the stool. I apologize. Um, but I was saying I'm starting to discover, I guess, and want to do things that I typically wouldn't do alone by myself now. You know, I went to the little ABBA disco tribute thing, which I would never go, you know, dance by myself anywhere because it just kind of feels a little sad to me for some reason. But I was like, I'm not missing this. You know, this is what I wanted to do. It was like an extension of what I wanted to do for my birthday. And I got there and it was such a good time. And there were two other people that were obviously by themselves and they were just living. And I was just like, yes, like that's what going out and doing things by yourself is supposed to look like. This is what it's supposed to feel like. And it brought me so much joy to just see them like not being concerned about not having people with them because there were tons of, you know, groups of people there dancing together and it was like, well, that's not our story, you know, and I still, like I said, still managed to have it. And I don't even want to say manage, but I had a great time by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Because you are, guys, Carly is a Yelper.
She is.
She also got, what'd you get?
It was like the photographer of the year or something like that. I can't remember the actual title, but I
Damn. He wants to be on here so bad.
he's been sitting here quietly the whole time, and now he's doing nonsense things.
He said, that my auntie? Wow.
All because my grandmother died, and now I have to deal with it.
Okay.
Sorry.
You better stop.
I didn't even call him my grief dog. He's my life person, you know. Sorry. Let's get back on track.
Anyway, we were talking about your Yelp award.
Yes, I'm a Yelper, and I love to go and honestly be a little judgmental at people's business. Yelp honestly came from a place of me like complaining on Google reviews, and my best friend Portia was like, "You should do Yelp," and I was like, "Okay." So I went and checked it out, and then somebody was like, "Do you want to be elite?" And I was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, this is a reason to really be ridiculous," and I love it. This is my second year being an elite member, and it's been great.
Jessica is one, and she keeps trying to get me to like come to all these events and whatnot.
It's better when you have a friend to go with. I'm trying to get Rose to get in on it. After her knees heals, I want her to be able to go. Rose is my mom.
Who just had knee surgery. I don't. I'm also married.
Yeah.
To your father. So.
That's correct.
Do you think she'll go? Has she ever gone?
No, I don't think she'll go. I think it's all in vain, but you know, I'm not gonna stop trying. So
you and Kimber need to go.
Kimber would be good at Yelp events.
I agree. She would be very thorough in her I was disrespected this evening.
Okay. Listen, If it gets nasty, I'll definitely run it down. I don't get too crazy. I feel like I do it in a classy way still, but things happen.
I did want to talk about plus size designers. Okay, because Samira just came out with this song.
Yeah, I
Uh,
like her.
I don't know the name of the song. I think it's
No,
called Plus Size Freestyle, but I
yeah,
follow her on TikTok and I love her down. She's a boo. But she's basically talking about like how plus size designers don't have clothes that are actually for plus size women.
yeah.
Now, I know that this is a huge issue in the plus size community. Is it also an issue for you, Carly?
Um,
You said
I
she's
mean, as far as access to a variety of clothing in store, absolutely. Like, I think it's every plus size, fat bodied person, like, the levels of needing to prepare before you're going somewhere. Like, I would never wait a week before and try to go shopping to find things if I'm going out of town or something. Like, it's an event and it's going to take place at least 2 months ahead of time.
okay. Because me, I'm a last minute shopper because I don't know, I just am. And
Yeah.
so I do a whole lot of online shopping. And baby, when I tell you, that's why I too was so annoyed about that lady saying that at the beach because remember I had did that Shein haul and only like two things fit. And
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
like, look here, you little buzzard.
he said, I barely had clothes to wear today.
And you're gonna come on here with your negativity and your stupid, funny looking balding man and tell
Oh,
me,
yeah,
Jesus. But no, I think that because for me, since I am so last minute and like, because I shop on Amazon a lot,
yeah.
and I used to love Amazon more, but now I be like, they got all these clothes for freaking Aunt Carol. Like, I don't.
That's a whole conversation in itself about like feeling low key punished for being fat. They're like, we're gonna give you the ugliest possible clothes on earth. Like, my goodness. So when you do find a shop or a brand or whatever, like we can take it there. And is not so great as Shein is, just because of the way they produce clothing. They have options. They have options that are actually cute, that aren't, it's not over floral or leopard print or whatever, because those are, they'll throw a leopard print on a dress, a skirt, or anything. Like, why do they want big people to be cheetahs so bad? And leopards, we hate it. We
They
don't like.
said this is the only material
Yes,
that is mass produced and stretchy.
yeah,
Leopard.
yeah,
That is where it begins and ends.
yeah.
Maybe every now and then we're throwing a zebra.
A zebra. It's honestly hateful.
It's so hateful. They said you're already big, so we want you to look like you're in the wild. Can you do that? I girl, we can really talk about this all day because like I will put in like and I'll put in like plus size dress and I'll see something so cute and click on it and it'll go up to an XL
Well, yeah,
and I'll
that's
just like who's wearing
they said plus size is XL,
that?
which that's a debate all by itself. But anyway,
Because Samira said, what did she say? If you ain't got at least a 4X, you ain't trying.
yeah,
And I fully agree with her
yeah,
because if you don't, then you're not trying because
yeah.
uh not debatable. And XL is not a plus size.
No,
It
but
is
what's crazy though? Like, a lot of these brands, you know, after like the body positivity movement and everything, they're like, we're inclusive, like we sell to everybody. And then you go into the store and they're like, but online. Like if you were looking
Yes.
for product, you have to order it online. And it's like, that's not what that means then. That's false
Yeah.
advertisement.
Because there was this recent thing, I believe with Old Navy.
That's, yes.
Go ahead and air it out. They did it.
You
Like,
said,
I said, go ahead and air it out. Because
yeah,
they did it
yeah,
being raggedy. Like, you don't get to lie.
yeah,
Straight up lie about having, what available sizes you have, and you just simply do not.
yeah,
And you can't say that people aren't looking for these things because they are.
yeah, they are.
And there's way more plus size women now, than there ever was, I'm sure. So they're like, you're just catering to what you want to. And
Yeah.
also a whole nother issue is smaller bodies buying really big clothes. Because why are y'all buying up all the 3X hoodies and sweatshirts that actually fit me so you can drown in it and be cute?
It's fashion.
It's fashion.
Yeah.
Like, take the men's stuff, take their
Yeah.
stuff. They don't need anything. They don't deserve things.
Not they don't deserve things.
Do
The
men
men-
deserve things? No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
I
but
mean, some of them.
what'd you say?
I said some of them. I'm just kidding though. Everybody deserves everything that they want and desire.
Yeah, unless they're men.
All
So,
right.
but even though, there are all these cons about, I do think that it's more what should I say? Like there's more like plus size vloggers now, like, it's becoming more of a conversation, which I think is amazing because no matter, like I said, and obviously, no matter what size you are, like you shouldn't feel alienated or like put out or anything just because, you're that size. And
Absolutely.
even though I freaking hate the connotation connected to being plus size and confident, you should be plus size and confident.
Yeah.
But also, if you see a plus size confident woman, don't say it.
On the beach in Hawaii. Don't say it that way.
I said, and I'll never forget how you made me feel, Greta. Next time, just be quiet
Yeah.
and enjoy your son with your man. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But overall, how do you feel about being a plus size girly?
Um, for the that high pitch for the most part, I am comfortable in my body. Obviously, I have my days, but that I think is more related to my health.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
an aging little three. I'm in my little threes.
Yes.
But I think my mom and dad did a really, really good job just kind of complimenting me, like, and not even on my body, but just like as a person, and just kind of helping me build that up. So like as I got older and got bigger, it was never really a thing with them. Now my grandmother, obviously that's a different story.
Okay.
God rest her soul. A bully. But I think I love my body. I'm thankful that my body serves me. And I don't know, like I just be feeling good at it. Like I think of Cat Williams saying like if you a big woman, just be a big ass fly ass woman and
Okay.
like yeah, like I'll
Love
do
Cat
that.
Williams.
Love Cat Williams, I love Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what it is. And I want to continue to just like be comfortable, in whatever state my body's in. I always want to be comfortable and just like feel good about myself. So, and then also like I have friends that are plus size like me, so it's just like almost like a level of comfort there. Like, look at us all looking good and cute, and
Okay.
big and curvy, and I don't know. I I'm not like, and I'm thankful to be big. I won't go that far, but I do, I love my body. So,
Yeah,
period. Yeah,
absolutely. You said it.
yeah.
If I could be anything, I'd want to be big.
Anything I did, sometimes,
Not
I'm,
black, not successful.
yeah, and I'm big.
I'm totally kidding. But
Yeah,
no, yeah, I love that. And like I said, you were one of the first people to really, I honestly like instill that in me. Aside from obviously, I feel like you're the first person that I like overtly had a conversation about it with. But other than that, like my mom, she's a plus size woman. She always has been. And she's, really cute and curvy and blah, blah, blah. And like, I feel like most of the women in my life growing up were curvy and were
yeah,
plus size. And there was never like a chance for me to be one time. So we had this science teacher. She was also my homeroom teacher, LaShannette Kemp. Shout out to
I'm
Mrs.
not the
Kemp.
last one I can. She's a
Just
good person.
just very confident in herself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Uh but we were talking about I was about to go to I think I was about to move to California.
Hmm.
Either was about to move there or already lived here and was like visiting or something. I ran into her at the Ross.
Come
Uh
on.
it was either Ross or Burlington. I cannot remember. But like I love running into Miss Kim. She's Mrs. Kim, she's amazing. And so I remember for some reason I was like, well, like, I'm looking for clothes, but I have like gained weight. And she literally like waved her hand at me and like
He said, "Shut your mouth."
she said, okay, whatever, like you're doing too much. And
Yeah,
like just get the clothes that fit you and keep moving. Like and Jesus, between that and Kelly just forever being like, whatever size you are,
yeah.
men will come. She wasn't wrong. And
What's wrong? And what?
wrong. But at the end of the day, obviously it's your personality that'll keep people around. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah,
Um, don't be a jerk no matter what size you are. But whatever size you are, just make sure you love it. If you
yeah,
now learn to love it, get around people who like Carly said, like we are we're all plus size. And
yeah.
even the friends that aren't like plus size, they're still curvy. Like we
Mhm.
black girls, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
So
Everybody got body.
to us being big black
Yeah,
and fine. But yeah, I wanted to discuss this obviously because it's very important in my life to me, just the struggles that we have with it and the emotions that come with that. But overall, just very thankful to have community of people who love me the way that I am, love us the way that we are, and just being able to commune with this person who is a big reason why I am so confident and so, who I am. And I just really appreciate meeting you at 6. And we
man, what a time.
we just gonna keep on being friends. So
Forever.
forever.
Yeah,
Literally BFFs. We
yeah.
should get married.
90 was obviously a good year for you, girl, because I met you, I met Angel, I met
Yeah.
Portia that year. Like, and
I think I met Angel when I was 5, did
yeah, you guys were well into friendship before I came around.
I?
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good year for me.
Yeah. You were knocking it out the park at 6. So
Was.
but
Thank God.
and here we are.
Yeah.
And we're the two best friends. Anyway, so this I'm so grateful to have had you on.
Thank you for having me.
I love you very much, and we're gonna have to do this again soon.
I love you too.
Maybe, you know,
What's
because earlier I was thinking, and I was like, I love Just Mish, but if somebody wanted to wine and rent again,
well, I'm living a dry life right now, but we could do like water and rants or like mocktail and rants, and I would definitely be down for that.
that's fine too. Whatever you need, whatever you want.
Hey,
Yeah,
that was
Why
good.
am I forgetting our song? Oh God.
Oh, lay your head on my pillow. Man, that's a beautiful song.
Just relax.
It was late again.
It was great having you on.
Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I love you very much.
I
And
love
you
you.
guys stay plus and confident. All right.
All right.
Later.
Bye.